What's up, everyone? I'm Tarek El Moussa.
And I'm Heather Rae Young.
And we're getting married.
How we first met was July 4th, 2019. We were parked at a place called Woody's down here in Newport Beach, and his boat was parked next to the boat I was on. My girlfriend was on his boat, so I saw her, and I was like, oh my God. So I jumped over to his boat, not knowing it was his boat.
She knew it was my boat.
Please.
I was just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I didn't even remember him or his boat. No,
Oh, really? Did you see this? No, I walked up to her. I said, hey, I'm Tarek. She goes, I know who you are. And I'm like, cha-ching. And then she goes, you asked me out 2 years ago. And I'm like, retreat. Like, what do you mean I asked you out 2 years ago? I didn't remember.
Forgot who I was.
So then I turn around, I open up Instagram, and I look. I'm like, I sent her a message, and she responded that she had a boyfriend. So I look back at her. I'm like, still got that boyfriend? She's like, no, I do not. I'm like, cha-ching, we're back. All right. So then I start talking to her. I ask her out.
Yeah, and then he asked me to go to Paris.
She said no.
I said no, of course not. And then he asked me to go to Vegas.
She said no.
I said no, I'm not gonna go spend the night with you.
I said two queen beds, 2 rooms.
And I said, I know how this works, I'm not going.
Then finally she leaves, but I get her phone number. Literally 3 minutes later, I look back at the boat next to me, and she's on the front of the boat laughing. There's this other guy hitting on her. I'm like, you better get off my girl.
That made me like, ooh, I liked him. You know, he took charge. He obviously like really liked me, so it made me like run back to his boat and start talking to him again. I only committed to drinks with him. I wouldn't even go to dinner.
She canceled our first date, by the way.
Oh yeah, first I canceled.
She canceled. I was crying in the corner at the gym.
Yeah, and then when I actually, decided to go on the date with him, I was like, okay, but I'm only going. I made it so hard. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, she made it very difficult. I was like, listen, I know you don't know me, but I promise I'm different than you think. Okay, just relax. Let's go out. It's gonna be fun.
I was scared. I was like so scared. Like, why am I doing this again to myself? Like, he's just gonna hurt me and break my heart. Like, I don't want to go through this. What's the point? So I'm like, fine. I won't commit to much. I'll just do drinks. We ended up spending like hours and hours together. We had the best time laughing.
So first date we got drunk. Second date she got shoes. Third date she got a Ferrari. Fourth date we moved in together. This is all in the same week.
Second date we decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then we said I love you on like the 4th date.
Yeah. She completely changed my life, I mean, I was like forever single. I never wanted to go through that again. I had major like love issues, trust issues, and I was finally happy on my own. And then, when you fall in love, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. It is just chemistry. The second I saw this girl, I felt my stomach tingling, my brain was swinging around like going crazy, and honestly, it was out of my hands.
Our souls were out there in the world and they met each other.
Yes. Here's the truth. Like, the moment I saw Heather, I asked myself, could you see this girl being your wife one day? And the answer was yes. So because the answer was yes, I decided to ask her out, because I wasn't looking for a girlfriend. I wasn't looking to date someone. I was looking for a soulmate.
I think it was the first date, to be honest. Like, I saw how endearing he was. He was so nervous. He was so excited. And I just felt this realness from him that I hadn't met in anyone else, and just a connection that I had never felt with someone. And then we started looking at rings like 3 months in, but I think that was more to look at sizes and kind of to get my thoughts of what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I can't, I was so excited that we were doing that. And then I was ready probably earlier on, and he said, I need a little bit longer, closer to a year. And then 3 days after our 1-year anniversary, he proposed.
Oh my gosh, like planning the proposal was like one of the most nerve-wracking experiences. We're on this, small island, Catalina, off the coast of LA. Pretty much we shut down Descanso Beach. Heather had no idea I was planning on proposing. The people that worked on the island did. I was using the boat as a taxi back and forth from the mainland. I sent out the glam team. Like, I was so nervous that she was gonna find out, and by some miracle, she didn't.
We were out at the spa during the day, and then we get to the hotel, and there was a lot going on because it was also filmed for what I thought was Flipping 101, continuing our episode that we had shot together. And then we get to the hotel, and they're like, you can't come up yet, you can't come up yet. And I'm like, what's going on? And him and I were just sitting in the lobby. I could tell he was just on his phone a lot, or kind of, you know, doing other things. And I'm like, okay, why can't we go upstairs? And we walk up, he's kind of peeking around, and I walk in and there's a wardrobe there, there's glam there, and I'm like, why are you guys here? Like, I was so shocked.
So I brought the glam team to get her ready to become engaged, and she didn't know.
And then I thought, oh, just to have dinner, because he's very romantic. So all these things were not out of the ordinary, where people are like, how did you not know? But that's just Tarek. Like, he's done this for me so many times in our relationship that it wasn't out of the normal for us.
Well, honey, I guess you're gonna be watching this video a little bit later, but I'm here on the beach right now, looking at the venue I got set up for us, because I'm about to ask you to marry me right here on this beach. So this is my selfie video to you, let you know you are my best friend in the world. I know you're getting ready right now, and I love you more than anything. And you saved me, you changed me. I love you, the baby love you, everybody loves you. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. But I hope you love what I put together for you, because I think it's really cool, honey. And I can't wait for you to see it.
When she first saw me standing on the beach, tuxedo, the roses, the candles, she kind of looked at me like, hey, what's going on? And then her face started changing. I think she started to realize, oh, he's about to propose.
It's like a dream, like a woman waits for your whole life. Like, the wedding, of course, I'm so excited, but the best day of your life is the proposal. Because I always said, like, for him to love me so much, to make me his wife, like, it's such a big deal. It's this huge gesture of a man to do this. And so for me, that was the best day of my life, and I think I was in shock that it was actually happening.
We started wedding planning right away, and then we ended up not wedding planning. We unplanned everything we planned and started over about halfway through.
Changed wedding planners, changed wedding venues, scrapped everything, and then basically started over.
I'm literally the only thing she kept.
Planning it, not knowing what COVID was gonna be like when we got married. So we planned October originally because we were planning to get married in Cabo.
But then with COVID and the travel restrictions and, you know, friends and family were a little concerned, we decided to change location. So now we're getting married in Santa Barbara. It is at a resort in the Santa Barbara area on the coast, right by wine country.
Such a beautiful, perfect hotel. It's like, it looks like Hampton style. Just, everything is just soft colors.
It has like an East Coast style, like the Hamptons look and feel, but it's on the West Coast, which makes it super cool.
We are spending the night together before the wedding, and then we want to share the morning together before we go off. Like, we're best friends, like, we miss each other. So I for sure want to snuggle him, kiss him, love on him before the wedding. I am wearing a Galia Le Havre dress. I'm very girly, and her designs are they're just so feminine, and like, she knows women's bodies and women's styles. It's long sleeve, but it's mesh, so it's like very tight to my skin, so you can't tell that I have anything on. The beading and design starts from like here, and it's like painted on, almost, it looks like, and like all down the side, and it goes down to my fingers. So, and then the mesh comes up here. So it's like, it's high, and then I have like the designs all up here. So it's almost like it's painted on my chest, painted down my arms. And then it looks like I'm wearing lingerie under, because it's almost from like an old Hollywood style corset that goes all the way down to like garters down by my knees. And I actually lifted those up. So they're like mid-thigh, so it's like sexier. And then like the legs, you can kind of see through. So you can see my legs, but then you have the design, the sparkle all going up. And then the train is long, but it's not like aggressive long. And this dress is just so sparkly and like handcrafted beads going down the whole back. You know, I'm really trying to do what I know Tarek loves, because I just want him to see me and just, I mean, he's gonna love anything, but this is for him, you know? And it's like, I want to do what my husband is, what's his favorite. Originally, we wanted a very small, intimate wedding, but small was like, you know, 100 people to us, maybe 110. And I want to say about 150 are coming. I think the hardest thing was the guest list in general. figuring out who to invite, who not to invite, not leaving anyone out, but only wanting it to be very special people that we had on our special day. We are requiring our guests to get a PCR test 48 hours before the wedding, and all of the results being sent in to our assistant. So she's a very busy woman. Our wedding colors are black, white, golds, and like champagnes. So the aisle I'm walking down is black, and I'm gonna be holding like crisp white flowers. We have like arches, like one big arch at the very beginning, and then 3 arches at the end, and there's flowers lining the aisles, a lot of flowers, a lot of candles, and we wanted to go with colors. Like our house is basically kind of like what our wedding's gonna look like.
Similar.
We actually are both writing our vows, so we're gonna say our vows to each other. We have music that's being composed by one of our best friends who's also our lawyer, and he's officiating our wedding.
Yeah.
He's composing our music that I'm gonna walk down the aisle
He's
to.
writing himself. He's writing our wedding music.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like an original one-of-a-kind song, and then my dad's gonna walk me down the aisle, of course, and then he's gonna walk down with his mom, and then he's gonna walk Taylor down. And then my 2 nieces and his niece are gonna be the flower girls. Braden is gonna carry the ring, which scares me. And Braden's gonna walk down with Poppy, his step-grandpa. And then we both plan to write little vows to the kids on the wedding day as well. So I'm gonna say my vows to Tarek, and then I'm gonna say something to the kids.
Both of us, once we're officially married, like we're gonna feel a lot different, and especially your relationship with the kids, you're even gonna feel different.
Yeah.
It's a moment that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, like I'm so close to the kids already, and I just love them so much, and they've opened my heart, and they've opened me up so much and made me more patient and loving and understanding. I never knew I could feel love like I have for the kids and for Tarek, and they're just so special, and they've given me a family. The reception, crisp white flowers like everywhere, candles, like big candles. I'd say like old Hollywood classics, like very classic, very chic, and
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Like
Yeah.
old Hollywood style on the California coast. Like that's
Yeah.
what we're going for.
the food was very important to us to have like really good food. Dancing, music. We wanted our guests to experience the hotel's food because this hotel has such an incredible vegan menu and such an incredible menu in general. And the chef that does one of our favorite restaurants at our hotel, he's creating our wedding menu. And then we're doing a dessert table as well with like mini desserts everywhere. We did 2 different cakes. We did one vegan peanut butter chocolate for me, and the other one's gluten-free raspberry filled chocolate.
The only request I had was like late night pizza truck or late night burger truck. I know after dancing all night, I'm gonna want some late night food.
We were gonna bring a truck in, but actually the hotel, the chef is gonna make pizzas like late night style, probably around midnight. And they're gluten-free because he has celiac, so we're doing gluten-free, and then we're doing vegan for me. We have the violinist and the saxophonist that's gonna be playing throughout the whole night. And then when we arrive, we're gonna be announced by Bruce Buffer. And then the music, got some of our favorite songs.
Yeah, like we got a great DJ, and like we're talking with all our friends, like what are your favorite songs? So we're gonna have like the ultimate wedding party dance list. It's gonna be fun.
We said like play like rock and roll, like old rock, just like fun, like wedding music, but like fun, like dancing music, some like slow, beautiful songs. We chose our wedding song. It's called One Man Band. Aww.
I mean, it literally symbolizes our relationship. I was a one-man band until I met Heather. Well, I'm just excited to live this life with her, We got the 2 babies, we have a family, we have a very bright future, we have a bright career. I'm looking forward to filming TV shows with Heather. I'm looking forward to building businesses with Heather. Looking forward to raising the children with Heather. You never know, maybe one day we'll have kids together, So, the future's bright. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, same. I mean, we're best friends. Like we're true soulmates, and our love is so rare and so special, and it's the love I've always dreamed of my whole life. He supports me in every way. He's built my confidence, my trust, my love, I never knew I could love someone, and the kids too, as deep as I love them. And he opened my whole world to kids. Like, I never thought I could raise someone else's kids. I never thought I would have kids in my life. I never even thought I was gonna have kids. And he's opened me up to so much more in life that I never knew was possible. And he makes me feel comfort. He makes me feel safe. He makes me feel protected. And he has the biggest heart. And we laugh together. And honestly, the feeling of waking up happy every single day is the best feeling in the world. And I hope that everyone can get to that point in their lives and everyone could find someone and the love like we have. So I love you.